Lego Speed Champions Ferrari F40. The first car to achieve all sorts of things. I think it's the first car to go over a certain speed limit or something, isn't it? Anyway, Ferrari, obviously a desirable car. Who wouldn't want one? The usual Speed Champions kind of good values expected with this one. Probably stickers predominantly, I would say. Kind of there seems to be a mixture of printed and stickers in most Speed Champions. Definitely those wheel rims are probably new. It's a sleek little model, that's for sure. Like the look of it. And as usual, on the back, the real life picture side by side with the Lego design. Yeah, it's definitely a sticker on the back there. Not seeing many printed tiles. That looks like a sticker as well. So maybe nothing in this one, which would be a bit disappointing because the Audis and stuff have always had some elements of printed tiles within them. Maybe the windshield has a printed element to it, but other than that, not much else. Cool use of red spoons for the wing mirrors. So this could be interesting. Let's get it parted out. All done. Not the biggest Speed Champions set in terms of the parts and stuff like that. The usual instructions. Here's a look at the minifigure. Interesting kind of olive green torso with a printed Ferrari on it. You would have thought they'd have gone something a bit more exclusive looking, but there you go. And there is the sticker sheet. As you'll see, there are a number of printed parts, but not a great deal, and not any that make you go, wow, that's amazing. So in terms of the parts, the usual chassis, flat silver ones of those. There's two types in there, which is good. Some plates, a few bricks. Obviously we've parted out 3 here. Brackets, some 1x6s, the obligatory whatever that is classed as, 2x4s. There's a fair few different versions of this type of Technic plate, is it? I don't know. Red wheel arches, no printing on those unfortunately. The spanner, some of those in reddish brown, a little bit of yellow here and there. That's that kind of tile with studs. Tan. These appear in black and red later on. Again, more of these Technic kind of plates, tiles with studs. 1x8s, 1x6 tiles, microphones with the silver end, open studs, some clips, tiles. There they are in red. A little bit of green, 1x2s, some more reddish brown, some black 1x bricks. These in red and later in black. Half circle tiles in red. 1x1 plates. These also appear in dark blue grey. Headlights in light blue grey. Open studs again. Heaps of these as you'd expect in various colours. Brackets. Headlights, again, these appear in a couple of ways. Jumper plates. Tan tiles. Some Technic pins. Very few Technic pins in this one. There are those in black, as I said. Black steering wheels. Those in black. These 3x2 or whatever you would class that as plates. More jumper plates. Black tiles. Brackets in dark blue grey and black. Cheese slopes. They are trans clear 1x2s. Modified plate there in white. Panels. Some, are they half circle tiles? I don't know, can't remember. These new tiles with the 45-degree angle in trans clear red and black throughout the set. Some trans clear tiles. As you can see, starting to move into the heavy red stuff, as you'd expect. Tiles there, 1x4s, corner tiles, some clips. The first of the printed items. These are kind of obviously spoiler wings to go around the back. And then those plates have got a black line printed on one side face. Black line printed on those wedge plates. Some more tiles, some grills, some of those half bricks in red. dark blue grey for those, black 1x1s, more open studs, some binoculars, presumably exhaust pipes, hinge bits, those in white, those in reddish brown, not commonly seen, so that's nice. Some red brackets, these mechanical arms in red, again not commonly seen. Those in dark tan, some black slopes, some black 2x2s, some dark grey 1x4s, those in dark blue, and then we have some curved slopes with that printing on the side of them. Obviously 3 and 3 for either side of the thing. Slopes, some more brackets, some more headlights, these in black, some trans orange tiles there, some tan, open studs in yellow, some 2x1s in yellow. They are just 1x2 tiles. Those are those slopes, kind of curved slopes over the way, sadly not printed. That little piece that has become quite common in Speed Champion sets. Flat silver wheels, basic tyres. There is the windscreen with its printed elements on all faces. Here are the main event of the printed tile, I have to say, with the Ferrari badge and the Ferrari wording. A shame there wasn't more of that and they relied on stickers in my opinion, but there are a couple. Black 2x8 with a red seam, 2x6 tiles, those things, some 1x8s, 4L bars, some of those kind of road signs with the U clip, or is that O clip, whichever one that is on the back. Some red flags, which is nice. Some bog standard sloped curves. These little things in black, more commonly see them in dark blue grey in kind of Star Wars sets personally, but there you go. Inverted curved sloped. Some more brackets, wedge plates. These are circle trans orange 1x1 circle tiles, but they do have like a silver dot printed on them. Some cheese slopes again. Here are the red spoons. They could be interesting in terms of price wise. Some bog standard parts coming up. Flat silver for those. Some clips. Some black grills. Some quarter tiles. And to round us off, trans red 1x1 circle tiles. So as you can see, not as many lots as some of the cars have recently. It's under, I'd say that is under 100 and probably under 100. I don't know, we shall see. But as a set, yeah, there's some interesting parts in it. I think it's probably, I don't know, it seems to be below the par that we got with kind of the Formula 1 cars, the NASCAR, and the Audi e-tron. That one was obviously the pinnacle of getting printed interesting parts. So let's get it in a BSX file and see what it's shaping up like. Okay, 76934 Ferrari F40, the 1980s classic. Current part out is sitting at, the average 6 months is 112. The current average is 121.69. So as always with these Speed Champions, there's an awful lot of value in it, given kind of the smallness of the parts, if you know what I mean. And then some printed tiles usually add a lot to it. In terms of what's for sale, there's a few on Bricklink, one for 30, one for 34.99. It was retailing for 39.99, so you're getting a bargain if you get it on Bricklink. I had to think for a minute there, and as you can see, kind of from the 1980s, I think this was one of the first cars to go super fast. Minifigure, I wasn't really that impressed with the minifigure, I'll be honest. 318 parts to it, and for 9-year-olds and plus, never sure how they come up with those scores. In terms of what's available on eBay, definitely could grab a bargain here, although postage is probably the stinger there. 35 plus free postage, 48.95 plus free postage. The eBay sharks are circling, a reflection of the fees, unfortunately, that you'll be facing on a platform such as that. Deals out in the wild currently, obviously these will change. Kmart 34, Amazon 29.25, that is matched by Target. Most probably that is Target selling on to Amazon. So let's have a look at the parts. As we said, it said 318, but it's coming in at 341 items, so I'm not sure why there's a disparity between that. But let's take a look at the parts at the 6 months sales average. And there we have it, coming in at 124.81, so above the Bricklink guide price as usual, and much more like the current inventory. Did I do that right? Yep, last 6 months sales is way up on that. So Bricklink not particularly in tune with what's going on currently. Minifigure is a pricey piece, sitting at $8.33. That has got to be for the printed Ferrari top. The sticker sheet next, again, full of Ferrari symbols. So again, you can kind of understand that. Windscreen sitting at $4.61, pretty decent for a windscreen. And then the printed parts in terms of those wedge plates and the tile with the Ferrari and oh, they're pretty expensive, aren't they? Those road signs in red. Interesting. Those new tile modified wedge left and right, good value. Instructions, $1.96, pretty decent for a very new car. And then we're into other items over $1, the wheel arches, the tile round 1x1/2, the trans red tiles sitting at $1.69. Is that all there because they've got that printed bit on them, aren't they? There's that new piece for this year, the bracket 1x6, a red mechanical bar, with clip. More of the printed parts. That's the one with the Ferrari down the side of it. What is that one? It's refreshed my memory. Oh, the ones with the red stripes down the side. So all of the printed parts sitting up high, along with the chassis. Some more of those tiles. The wheel arches are the top of the shop for things under $1, with the red spoons, the wheels, more printed parts, and on we go. So some pretty decent value all the way up to when we get into this kind of where we start dropping below 50 cents, which is a fair old way down, which is decent stuff. Let's just quickly look at that minifigure in terms of the last 6 months average. Parted out, that's coming at $5.73, so better value sold as a whole. Okay, on to current inventory averages, and this jumps up to $128. The minifigure goes up a couple of dollars, and let's just redo that to make sure that everything's where it is. And the same piece as top of the shop, nothing really jumping up. And where do we start dipping below? 50 cents. A couple more jump around before it goes into the below 50 cents. But as you can see, 6 months or current inventory average, we are only talking $7 difference. So that probably shows that it is really well valued at the moment. In terms of the minifigure at current inventory average, that then jumps up to $5.47 from $5.36, so very, very little in it. And all of the money is in the dark bluish grey legs and the printed torso, as I expected. Again, I'm not sure why it's in olive green. It's not really what I think of as Ferrari, black, red, white at a stretch, but yeah, olive green, an interesting choice. So huge value on it. $128 from a kind of a $30 investment gives you a significant 4 times part out almost, doesn't it? If not more, actually. So lots of parts, not a lot of quantity. You would need to do a lot of them to get any volume. Let's have a look. Yeah, the boring bits are the ones where there's volume to start with, but even if you were doing 10, you wouldn't be getting a lot of these. So a great part out value wise, not particularly easy to gain volume, and the minifigure is a bit of a hidden secret with that Ferrari top, but like I say, it didn't wow me, but definitely a set well worth parting out.